sensational ending. Who would have thought Darian would guest star in the season cliffhanger as a suspect?
I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings.
Darian Crescent is a member of my band, the Governors. He is also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Yet, after investigation, I found no cause to alter our case or file new charges. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're not the one who should have done the investigation, but Clave, you're really not the one who should have done the investigation.
Listen, conflicts of interest don't exist in this universe.
How do people keep getting away with this shit? Like, how did... I'm just not...
And your reason is?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop, because it's just... Would you wear her forehead? He has an impeccable alibi.
An alibi?
Let us review the facts again, shall we? The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The Governors ripped up the stage during the first set. For the second set, our guest took center stage. Yeah, the police have investigated themselves and found nothing wrong. The only performers appearing were myself, Lamiwa, and Machi, along with a drummer and bassist, for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the 3rd set. Lamiwa and the defendant, Machi Toei, had left the stage at that point. And the Governors were already rocking. This is when 2 shots rang out of the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Sky, mind you. And Apollo, you heard them too, right?
I sure did.
Furthermore, Lamiwa herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say she heard the moment of the crime. When she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescent talking.
But that's impossible. Detective Crescent was...
Precisely. Detective Crescent was on stage getting his groove on, no less. Voila! A perfect alibi.
Does the defense have anything to add at this time?
I don't think so.
It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must be on stage. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up. I love his big think face so much.
It's very cute. Apollo's very cute.
He's adorable. Little baby man. Baby.
Little baby man.
It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that Darian Crescent's alibi has been acknowledged.
Which means that Lamiwa was sadly mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true.
Very well. Of course, if we disregard her testimony, then I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict.
I like how we are immediately moving to just like completely eliminate the first day of the trial as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter. Like nothing happened. Because nothing happened.
It's just so funny. It's like, this is like just full force and guilty until proven innocent. It's like, well, there's not any evidence pointing to him, but you don't have any evidence pointing away from him.
Yeah, so he did it and he's guilty.
Yeah. So by default, he's guilty.
Yeah, sure.
If indeed there are no objections.
Uh-oh, Apollo! If he declares the verdict now...
sisters.
But Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight. Lemmermark might have been lying to protect Machi. How can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday in the detention center?
Uh-huh. Oh, can we get him to testify?
Machi was trying to tell us something, I know it.
Apollo is my little mammy. I love him so much. Like, by the time he's fully through his character development in the 6th game, he's just, like, such an amazing character. The 6th game is called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, but it's really Apollo's game.
Is this not Apollo's game?
No.
This is more this is more Phoenix's game than it is Apollo's, isn't it?
Yeah, this is more the Phoenix Wright show guest starring Apollo Justice. He's kind of a supporting player in his own debut.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it's okay. The 6th game really elevates him. Like, oh, he's so good.
Why don't they just call it Phoenix Wright Apollo Justice?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to change the branding up.
Maybe the best thing to do is ask him, under oath. Very well. The court finds the defendant... what was his name again?
Judge, what is your beef?
Your Honor. No, that wasn't it. It was something like Marquis or Mr. Justice. Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness.
Exactly who else do you need to hear from?
A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English.
You don't mean...
I do. The defense calls defendant Machi Tobaye to the stand. What? But he doesn't speak English. I'll use an interpreter.
Interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I only speak a few phrases such as I love you and where's the toilet?
The defense would like to request Lamiroir as the interpreter.
Lamiroir? But there's a possibility that she's protecting the defendant.
It didn't stop the police from investigating themselves.
Yeah, what the fuck? Conflicts of interest? Conflicts of interest only exist as long as it's the defense doing them. Gotta keep up that 99% conviction rate.
But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie? This is most unusual.
Bravo, Herr Forehead. Herr Judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense's request. If Lamiroir lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that.
Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see there's cause for refusal.
I mean, Clavier, I surmise that you'd only be able to tell if she was talking about the toilet.
Finally, some progress. Bailiff, please show the defendant and Lamiroir to the witness stand.
Hey, 2 sprites on screen.
Hey, wow, that's amazing.
Innovation.
I suppose there was a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name, to begin with, if you would, Lamiroir. Yes. He says Machi Tobaye, the defendant.
This is certainly a first for this courtroom. Not that we really needed an interpretation of that message in particular. So far, so good. Very well. Mr. Justice, if you would. Huh? If I would what, Your Honor? Would what? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about?
What do I want to testify about?
What?
I hadn't really thought that far yet.
Why didn't you make him testify about the question you asked? Apollo! What the fuck are you doing, man? Get your head in the game! Aren't you going to ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday?
How can I if I don't know what he was saying?
I'm going to lose my shit already. Excuse me, a moment, if I might speak.
Yes, Lamiroir?
Just now, Machi said there is something about which he wishes to testify.
Machi wants to testify about something? What could it be? What sort of testimony is he talking about?
Losing my fucking mind about how just in this case everybody wildly shifts between being incredibly smart and the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, and it's wild. One moment, please.
The suspense is killing me.
What?
What? What? What, Lamiroir?
According to Machi, he has proof of his innocence.
What?
Well, why didn't you say so? This is a surprise. Yahoo! Victory, Apollo! We did it!
Song too good to believe. I know what that usually means.
Well, if this is true, then this is vital testimony. Machi. Please testify to the court.
Very well. He says that word of Mr. Latus's death came as a great shock. But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, I, that is, he, could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them. That's a very excellent point to make, actually.
I see. He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely.
I wonder what he meant by proof. Why, he'd only have to ask Lamiwar to know the meaning of that song. Then are you implying that she's an accomplice?
Did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him?
I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked. Has my oft-repeated warning already fled to that forehead? Lamiwar might be protecting the witness.
Well, anyway, let's just proceed with the cross-examination.
Judge is like, okay, anyway.
Mr. Justice, if you would.
Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony, I know it. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday, it'll work today.
Okay. Well, where... I guess we don't really know where Machi was at the time of the murder, huh?
No. You know, we saw him with Lamiwar, and then he stepped out to go for a walk.
I'm gonna use this real quick since that's exactly what Apollo... Oh, shit. I see eyes! Well, it's gotta be in the face, right? This boy doesn't blink! Fucking stone cold stunner. How about in here? There's nowhere else for me to look.
You're staring out with your big old eyes, you're just staring back like, what the hell?
Okay, so this is... No, this is kosher.
That is correct.
This is super duper kosher. I doubt there's anything in here.
Yeah, you can skip it.
I can't, actually. I have to wait for it to play out.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Alright. Oh.
There's still one more statement you haven't checked yet.
Oh, that is correct. I thought it was just 3. Oh.
Gotcha, bitch.
Caught in 4K.
Machi. You can't fool my eyes. You glanced towards her the very moment Lamiwar said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that, he understands me.
Oh! Get blown out!
Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you?
What are you saying? Of course he can't.
Must he continue this charade?
Mr. Justice, Machi says this. I know the word English.
Huh?
Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all.
What? Give me a break.
Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance?
Well, yeah, but...
I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language.
Well, then explain this. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics?
Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? How does he know that? It is simple, so simple it hardly requires an explanation. He read about it in the newspaper.
Newspaper?
Oh. Wait, didn't Xavier said it didn't report on that?
Yeah.
The Burgundian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days, you know. They have already begun to report about this case in our homeland.
I was right.
What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden.
Machi's lying. Maybe it's time to show them proof that he's lying.
I have that newspaper right here.
Caught in 8K.
Okay. Like the music didn't stop instantly and I got very nervous.
I have here a Burgundian newspaper. The Burgundian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Indeed, there is a feature inside there's a feature article about this case. Could you read this for me, Machi? That's right, it doesn't mention the lyrics.
What? What is this all about?
I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Burgundian newspaper.
What? So can he speak English?
What does this mean?
But I don't see how it's possible. Ah, I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes. Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was never brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself.
Oh, the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less.
Get wrecked!
Yeah, what about this child is the truth? His two defining traits were blind, does not speak English, and both of those are false.
Yep. Is he even a child?
He's a 37-year-old.
He's just a very small man.
Yeah, he's just a very petite man. The witness will explain himself.
Machi says... He says...
Yes?
It is true I read the newspaper, but this is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember. He says he heard of the lyrics from me.
What?
But...
Is this true, Lamoir?
Yes, I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself. That looks like Hair Forehead's been jumping to conclusions again.
It seems so, yes. No.
But didn't we... Okay, so... What? Whose side is who on right now?
I'm on something, I know it. I can't let this chance slip away.
How was this your day, Mr. Justice? Are you finished with the cross-examination?
What are you going to do, Apollo?
I'm gonna keep on the cross-examination. I better have an angle of attack. Or else. My bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor, please allow me to continue.
If you must, you must. Very well. Witness?
I understand. So, am I going to look at both of them?
Yeah.
Oh shit. What was her nervous tick again?
Swallowing.
You mean... You mean the easiest thing I have ever caught?
Yeah. Lamoir. I'm currently cross-examining Machi. Why should you be uncertain?
Me? Uncertain.
Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. It was I who explained.
I see there was little point in trying to hide anything from you.
Neverwire, are you indeed protecting someone?
That is not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself.
Then allow me to answer for you. Neverwire, you were protecting... What a stupid decision.
Wizard.
You are protecting Emma.
Yeah.
You're protecting Amachi, of course.
Why would they even bother having me do that? Considering how often Clavier has specifically stated that she'd lie to protect Machi? Just within this day of the trial, too, right? That's unnecessary.
Yeah. Like, that kind of forced choice can have an impact if it's done properly. Like, I'm thinking of there's a certain case in Danganronpa V3 where the killer basically admits to the crime, but it's like super, super sympathetic, but you still have to manually choose them for execution.
I also think what would have been really good there is the implication that she's not protecting Machi, but like herself. So like, you actually have a twist that she is protecting somebody, but not Machi, you know? Like, there could have been something done there to make that, like, hit different, but instead it's just confirming a thing you've been told, like, 5 times in the last, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what you lied and told us that you would explain how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Machi, I believe you didn't do it, really. I trust you. But you've lied to us twice. And now you have Lemuroir lying on your behalf? This is going to work. You have to trust me. Your 2 lies cover a simple truth. You understand English. You have to.
Mm-hmm. Why is the scream in... Wait, hold on. Why is the scream suddenly not in Wingdings?
Because before, when he screamed, he like did a bunch of tongue clicks, and now he's just going. Witness, is this true? Do you understand English?
Oh my god.
Do you want to take him, or do you want me to take him?
How many voices am I doing in the courtroom right now? I'm doing 3. You know what? If you take him, we'll be even.
Okay. Yes, a little only. What?
First we can see, now we can talk. And you did not know about this, Lemuroir? No, I did not. It is quite a surprise.
How many secrets is this witness hiding? Last. This is last. I can't do a kid's voice here. That's what you're gonna have to deal with.
That's fine.
This ambiguously European accent. Machi, could you tell us what really happened? No shooting. I did no shooting. So you were in the dressing room when I heard those 2 gunshots, correct?
Apparently, the answer to that question isn't simple either.
I was in dressing room, behind desk. Manager, he on floor. Which would be after the shooting, right? Then, there is voice.
Voice? Or voices? Was it you and Emma, Apollo?
So when Machi went into the dressing room, Mr. Latus had already been shot. And then we came into the door.
Wait. Are we just throwing the timeline of when Latus was shot into question now?
Pedal high up. I take off, run away. Run away. So it was you who escaped through that air vent.
As the prosecution has held all along, no less. The defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession?
No, he's clearly denied that he did it. I know shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor.
The victim had already been shot, you say? I found that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter, despite the fact that he has weak baby arms. And they'd be exploded off his body if he shot this revolver. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't think this through, did I?
You're not making lots of sense, man. Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness? Is that it? Is there nothing else I can testify about? Wait, no, of course there is.
Yeah, duh. Like, actually,
Egg.
duh. Egg. This is a trying time.
A cocoon has to have something to do with this.
A cocoon is basically just eggs.
I mean, it's like if you laid an egg around yourself, I guess.
I hate that. I don't like that, actually.
Machi, please tell us the truth for your own sake. No, no more speak. Not to any of you.
So much for your precious trust, hair forehead.
Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him.
Regardless, that brings us to an impasse.
It does seem that the defense and the defendant are at odds. I doubt we're likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. I see no other course but to declare a 5-minute recess. The defense will work things out with the defendant so that we may proceed.
Oh, okay.
Follow Eustace. That's justice. Or learn how to say it if you ever want to get some.
That's phrasing, Apollo, phrasing.
Yeah. Bad phrasing. He's a child. Come on, Apollo.
Belief, I know shooting. Machi claims Mr. Latouche was already down on the ground when he entered the room.
Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it?
Suddenly, I hear a revolver. Close, very close. Then, I hear a voice. You heard gunshots? Yes, it's true. I hear a revolver, with only sound. Wait, you're saying you went into the dressing room? And found Mr. Latouche already dead, and then you heard shots?
Oh.
If that's true...
So, you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots?
You escaped through the air vent. I know.
Huh? What do you know?
I know if I opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage. So the vents went to both the stage and the backstage area. Is that what he means?
Oh, now I can. Oh my god. Wait, are those supposed to actually blend in?
I guess so.
Alright. Hey, he's right. Look, Apollo.
Huh. Yeah. But how did you know it was connected like that?
Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hall or something.
I hear this from Magician. From Wizard. Magician?
Don't look at me.
A magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Machi didn't shoot Mr. Latouche.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went to the room to find the body and then he heard the shots? That one's gonna go over well in court. Not.
Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies. Do we have anything that has recording sound, like sound recording?
The video.
No. That's what Daddy always told me.
I'll just pretend you misheard him every time.
No. No.
She just says no out loud. So, what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Machi?
I know talking. No.
Well, it was worth a shot.
A cocoon.
He doesn't want it to get out that he has it,
So now he'll be put to death.
because then he'll die.
So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. Because, like, if he did the murder here, he's dead. But also, if we prove that how does him having the cocoon mean he didn't do a murder? Also, huh? Anyway.
It explains why he's acting so shady.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he didn't do the murder.
If
Right?
we establish an alibi involving the cocoon, yeah.
I guess. Oh, yeah. I guess he wouldn't. Why has nobody tried to establish a motive? One of the most important things that you have to do. Oh yeah, that's gonna bug me too.
Oh well, I guess we'll have to try a different approach.
That's the spirit, Apollo. So what's your plan?
Machi won't testify, but then we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there.
Who the fuck would we have testify? Wait. Darian? Hello, Cookie.
Welcome back. Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant? Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk. Very well. So, will he testify? Your Honor, the defendant will not testify. What?
Shame. And here I thought this was your big chance to turn the case around.
Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor. A different angle? Machi won't testify. Then I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, Lamiroir.
Again?
Again.
Lamiroir?
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that Lamiroir's testimony was insubstantial. There's nothing you can...
Lamiroir was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries. What happened? She was assaulted, Your Honor. Assaulted? Someone wanted Lamiroir dead.
I like how his face is just stating this so matter-of-factly, just staring straight
Yeah.
ahead.
That's how
I mean, he's got a good point. Like, why would someone attack her if she didn't see something, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Thankfully, she was able to save herself.
What? I've heard no such report.
Oh yeah, no, it's almost like it's sucked into a bit with important information from you, man.
Yeah! Hey, Gavin. What's up, bitch?
Prosecutor Gavin. Why would anyone be out to kill Lamiroir? Can you think of a reason?
Well,
Think of how she's known in our country. A singer from overseas. Who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been?
ooh, somebody that knows that's not true.
You don't think. I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony yesterday. Something the killer doesn't want getting out.
I can pretty much assume what that is. So, am I to understand that this is what you were saying? Namely, that there's a nugget of truth in Lamiroir's testimony? A nugget we have yet to uncover?
Chicken nugget.
Exactly. If Lamiroir was attacked, this has serious implications. Very well. There were some vague points in testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have into some. The court will hear Lamiroir's testimony once more.
Oh yeah, they haven't played the video yet, right?
No. Lamiroir must apologize. We must ask you to stand again and speak. You need not apologize. I know that Machi is innocent. And I will do all that I can until the court realizes this.
That's for your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window. And that voice belonged to Darian Crescent, yes?
That is correct. At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window at this scene is apparently enough to block out any sound at all completely. I haven't checked this at all because I'm a fucking idiot. Fuck.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice? I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there.
There is, it seems, much you do not know.
And it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps this witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court.
Of course, Your Honor. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Mr. Latouche and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window.
Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony.
I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet, everything I have said here is the truth. Then it is my distinct displeasure to say this. What you have said to have happened is impossible.
Shut up, Clavier.
Do I have to repeat myself?
Okay, yeah, no, it's not impossible, actually. Because Clavier is operating under the assumption that the window was closed at the time that Latouche was murdered, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Machi has sort of implied that the murder happened earlier than we think it did, which means the window could have been open.
Mm-hmm.
And the window could have been closed after the murder actually happened.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got that bit down.
That Miroir was attacked because of this testimony.
Aw, look at that smile.
What? Trucy?
Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
Maybe I do better when I don't just try to think ahead.
Aw, that was really nice, actually.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness.
Okay. I think Lemuel is actually just fully telling the truth.
Well, you should get more information on something that you'll want to hear more about.
Yeah, I just want to go through them so I can quickly skip through them. Why was she in such a hurry? I want to know that right off the bat.
You were in a hurry to go where?
I was on my way to the backstage exit, as I have said.
Why were you in such a hurry then?
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case.
You very well might. Please answer the question.
Are you alright, Lemuel? Yes, I am just tired. Recall what I told you yesterday, hair, forehead? Lemuel suffers from serious amnesia? What, constant amnesia? Please refrain from traumatizing her further.
What? So you can just dismiss questions you think are too traumatizing?
Like, what? Does she have, fucking... What's that fucking movie? 81st
Memento.
Dates or something? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Memento also.
She has glass bones and paper skin.
Plenty of proof her reason had a connection to the case, but we're asking about it, yeah?
The prosecution's objection is sustained. The correct question is moot. Mr. Justice, please continue with your cross-examination.
What the 51st Dates? That's what it's called, yeah. What the how? What? That... Why is the question moot? This seems like it would be incredibly relevant, actually.
I never was attacked because of this testimony. I know she was. Something's got to be hidden here.
Maybe there's some detail we're missing? Yeah, okay.
I guess we just... Okay.
We're just gonna schmoove. We're just gonna get schmoovin'. Is something wrong?
I raise an objection, but she's saying the same thing she said before. Mr. Justice. Sorry, it's nothing. Please continue with your testimony.
Oh my god, Apollo.
Now I know what they mean about the reckless youth these days.
The one in red over there is a shining example here, Judge.
You're the last person who should be pointing fingers, Mr. Rockstar.
I love Apollo's thinking sprite in this
Apollo
game.
is such a little baby man.
Yeah, his sprites are adorable. Darian Crescent.
I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him, the one who took the stand yesterday. How many times do I need to remind you that's impossible? There's no way you could have heard him. Because the window at the seat... Oh, that's Apollo.
The window at the scene was closed? Is that why?
Of course. Apollo! If we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
She's right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try.
What were they talking about? That seems like the better thing to ask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if we can pin down details that might make it ring more true?
Lemmer, why do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us.
I have given it much reflection, but
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
A whole phrase?
You remember something that was said?
Why didn't you say anything yesterday?
Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said.
This could be it. The clue we've been waiting for. Well, what did he say?
It was the other man speaking, not Monsieur Latouche.
The shooter, then. Carrying a crescent. Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch, now.
Switch?
Please add
Nintendo
this.
Switch?
Please add
Nintendo
this to your
Switch?
testimony.
The shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latouche?
I thought it quite strange myself afterward.
It is a mystery. What could it possibly mean? Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this? Ugh. I mean, sure. I'd be delighted. It's, very, very vital. Maybe we could add that to the testimony?
Maybe Apollo? Apollo? Is it? Yeah, there's some funny gas going on. So if can I just present the switch?
Yep.
Yeah. It's the only switch you know about.
Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words.
Oh? Yet there was nothing at the scene that would be called a switch. Save the lights.
That's where you're wrong, bucko.
Yeah, get fucked.
True,
There
there
wasn't a
wasn't a
switch.
switch at the scene, but there was a PS5.
True, there wasn't a switch at the scene, but it just so happens. I have a switch right here.
Oh damn, Apollo.
Paul's playing Ace
The new
Attorney.
LED switch.
Apollo's playing Ace Attorney on the Switch.
That certainly does look like a switch. The problem is, this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage. This stage?
Sorry, Latouche was killed by Joy-Con drift.
Oh no!
The concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there.
On the stage.
Are you claiming that the voice Labrador
Oh
heard?
my god, the missed cue. It's because he was pushing the fucking button.
Are you claiming the voice Labrador heard was it someone commanding another to press the switch? It's a possibility.
Oh, hair forehead? I'd call that an impossibility.
Why?
It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert forum. The stage is quite far from Lemuel's Oh, so he is an idiot. Oh, so he is like actually an idiot. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Not to mention that the Gatherers were in the middle of a concert on said stage. We are known for being a quiet band. You could shout all you wanted and not be heard. The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout. So too have Herr Forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard.
Sorry. But he wouldn't have needed to shout.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. Or, do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from the dressing room. Oh wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this?
You sassy bitch!
You like it, don't you?
Using this, it would be easy to get a message to someone on the stage from the dressing room.
You sassy bitch!
Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this?
Why that's...
What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking?
Well, yes, kind of.
It's a type of transmitter, a communications device. Communications? Device? From what I've heard, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, actually. They're for talking between band members. We all had one on.
So you admit that you were wearing one of these. Talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple.
True, but wait. They'll send out an electronic signal to avoid interference with the audio systems. Their range is quite limited. My god, you're an idiot! Lemmy said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section diagram of the concert forum.
Ah.
Exactly. The walk from that stage to the backstage seems quite far. But the direct distance is less than 30 feet.
That can't be!
I love the discordant riff that plays when he gets hurt.
That's the
Yeah.
first time we've seen this.
Sassy Apollo Owls.
Oh!
No, we saw it when Lamirara accused Darian in the first trial,
Did we?
like at the very end.
Yeah, you were just insane from rage at that point.
Oh, yeah. I probably repressed most of that. Thanks, Tiberius, for the $10 dono, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, that's so
Ooh,
generous,
nice.
thank you.
Sussy Baka.
So whenever I heard the shooter's voice, could have been talking to someone on stage.
Ha! You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why did it have to be on the stage at that time? It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hit it on the stage after the fact. Hey, he's got a point. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said press the switch.
Well, I guess we don't. An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid until we know where the switch was, there's no point in deleting it. I was sure this was the way to go with this.
What is this switch anyway? We don't even know that basic fact. Yeah, we do.
Well, it plays games like Super Mario.
Wait a second. I do know what this switch is. And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that it completely changes this case.
What's up, Apollo? Apollo? Your eyes are going all wacky again.
We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning the switch, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Justice. I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is.
I played Monster Hunter.
Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking the switch to the case.
They're gonna put the switch in the dock.
Let's see your evidence of this link. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is?
Gosh, I wonder.
Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this?
The thing that's, like, wild about this case is that, like, I have no idea what's going on, but also all the times it asks me to present evidence, it's really obvious what it wants me to present.
Yeah.
So it simultaneously makes no sense and is also way too easy. Ugh, that's that.
That what?
This is another one of those newfangled phones. This is an igniter. What phone looks like this? Ignite? You mean like it's like a lighter? Yes, actually.
You're not saying this switch is a remote?
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter.
What?
Look, I'll show you.
Burn this whole courtroom to the ground.
Yo, Mr. Justice, you will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
Sorry, that was a bit more fire than I expected.
My whiskers are caught on fire.
Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter trigger.
Uh-huh.
Does that suggest something to you?
You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you? Ah!
Exactly. That night of the concert, there was one unusual burst of flame.
Here we go.
Here we go!
Your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance.
Wasn't that part of the stage show, though?
Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right, he got it in Burgundia from Lamiwar. He said the sound was amazing, before it burned, of course. Now it just kinda smokes. The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Her forehead?
Yes.
Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Lamiwar, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire.
I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Latus and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset.
Oh my god, the murder happened during the second set.
Yep, that's what I was saying. There's no point trying to figure out the mystery until you know this piece of information, because otherwise it doesn't work.
Oh my god, it happened during the second set.
Yeah, and that gives you a whole lot of suspects now. Well, actually only one, but you know.
That makes these very specific suspect actually a suspect again.
Yeah, even though he all but told you he was the killer.
Yeah,